I don't know. I guess it's harder to feel bad for people that, you know, that are doing wildly dangerous things and then, you know, pay the price for it. We had a number of high schoolers that could do no wrong in my town, and my year was totally fine for it. But the guys the year below, my brother's year, they decided to go drunk driving really late at night, and you know, everybody's like, you know, they're perfect angels and stuff like that. They come back and they're like, these, if they didn't die from the car crash, they were gonna die from alcohol poisoning. Their like blood alcohol was so high, and it's just like, well, that's not okay. And these are like 6, 7 or something like that. Oh, not 6, 7. 6, 7. Oh shoot, what was I gonna say? 16, 17-year-olds. So like, very much under the legal limit. In the U.S. as far as like drinking and driving. I don't think either. I think they both had permits too. So like, obviously. Yeah, I don't know. It was just kind of a miracle they didn't hit anybody. Ow. I especially have, like, zero mercy for anybody that's drunk driving and hits somebody else. That is no good. Holy crap, I just realized I can arc my, like, wind disc thing. That's great. All I have to do is just do, like, straight and then, you know, hold the direction and it'll curve in that general direction. That's amazing. But yeah, obviously, like, tragedies are tragedies, and I should never, like, mock them. Ow. But I just, whenever I hear of, like, somebody, you know, dying, and then it's just like, they were doing this stupid thing, and they didn't kill anybody, and it's like, good, thank you. I don't know. I also have, like, trouble with driving, because I don't like driving that much. It feels, like, really random. Like, if you get hit and stuff like that, it's just like, I could do nothing about that, and then you find out people are, like, very clearly, increasing your chances of being, or increasing their chances of running into you, and it's just like, alright. Zero respect for you. At all. I had a friend in, what was he? A friend in college, and, like, I took care of him a couple of times when he was drunk and stuff like that. Until I find out that, like, he's, like, drunk all the time, and he was, like, giving me rides places, and one day he was swerving madly and going, like, 90-something down the road, and I'm like, dude, can you slow down? And he's like, no. It's like, okay, I'm never speaking with you again. And, except for the one time where he was drunk out of his mind, I never spoke to him again. And the only reason why I was speaking to him when he was drunk out of his mind was because he was also throwing up all over the place, and I was literally the only person sober enough to make sure he didn't die. Which sucked. Okay. Yeah, you do not ever want to take care of somebody that's, like, wicked drunk. It's not fun. I've only ever had to do it that... No, I've had to do it a couple of times, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But, like, somebody that's, like, so messy drunk they can't take care of themselves is just like, why am I friends with you again? What do you bring to this friendship? I would like to know right now. Gotta remember, I've got this super... not this super move, this other move that I can use. Holy crap, that just murders them. Okay. Speaking of murders. And one thing I really dig about, this build that I'm running here is it's got strike through for days. I do not miss. It does amuse me that we're getting, like, 0 loot at this point. And there's, like, no benefit for it. But yes, the only times I ever drink at all are within the safety of my own home. At some point I should, like, convince Bird to pick up, like, one of those really, realistic, driving sim games so we can do, like, drunk driving simulator. No, we shouldn't, actually. That would probably be terrible. On one hand, it would be funny. On the other hand, it could kind of glorify it. I don't know. I'm always afraid that I'm going to, like... I'm going to inspire somebody to do something terribly stupid. If I can inspire people to do terribly stupid things within, like, the realms of video games, I'm totally down. It's just, I absolutely do not want, some kid to be like, drunk driving looks really fun. It's like, What? That's not at all what I wanted. Ow. There we go. That's not at all what I had in mind here. Also, holy crap, this is a ridiculous run. This probably will be the last run I do. For a while. I wonder if there's like a driving simulator that actually is realistic. Like, I'm not talking about Forza and whatever. I mean, like, you have to worry about the clutch and, like, truly realistic physics and stuff like that. Like, I know GTA kinda does it. But that would be a kind of an interesting thing in of itself. So, like, this is why drunk driving is a really bad idea. Don't do it. Because, yeah, if I could actually, like, inspire people to not drunk drive, I'd be, like, super down. Then again, I'm just hoping that, self-driving cars become a thing within the next, like, decade or two. And then drunk driving is not a thing because driving's not a thing. I'd be so happy. I hate cars, I hate drivers. We were on the road the other day, and or we weren't on the road really. We were barely going anywhere. But so Shell was driving because it's her car, and I don't like driving that much. And we were just getting groceries at Target across the street. We rarely, if ever, have to go anywhere, which is super nice. But yeah, Shell, you don't need to tell the story from the distance. Sorry, Shell does not have a microphone, and I'm not entirely sure if you guys can hear her. And it's always hard trying to tell a story that she's involved in, because she helps. Anyway, heyo, that works. Okay, but so there's a dude behind us, and we were just being a little bit careful, because it's not a blind turn or anything like that, but you know, we're not just immediately gunning the right turn out of the intersection, and this guy just immediately lays on his horn because we're taking too long. And then slightly later, because we took too long to go out of the light, he lays on his horn again, and it's just like, you asshole. And if I could do like, if I could have like a self-driving car and he had a self-driving car and he's sitting there being impatient, that's his own damn fault, because we all have robot cars and we can't determine when they go fast. Ow, we are getting clobber-knotted here. Seriously though, these vampire things are amazing. Can't hear shit, Captain. Yeah, I figured as much. I have really low sensitivity microphones. They're absolutely wonderful. Like, you know, except for like really loud or high-pitched noises, pretty much anything outside of like a couple feet from them, they don't pick up. Unfortunately, that means, you know, oh, hi. You know, if Shell wants to chime in or anything like that. I don't remember what Roxel's pendulum does. I remember it being good, just not worthy. Not that worth it. But, yeah, if everybody just had a, you know, a robotic car, I would, oh, interesting. Oh, wait, maybe it's the freeze effect. Oh, stand away from that, obviously. There we go. Then, you know, I would have no problems with driving. Hell, I'd actually really love road trips. The other reason why I want a self-driving car is because, like, how cool would it be to, like, just be sitting in the car playing, like, Switch? Ah, shit. We didn't have our super move anymore, and I just hit myself there. But, you know, just playing, like, Breath of the Wild or whatever, while you're driving, like, halfway across the country. Or whatever. That would be the sweetest shit ever. And I would love to drive places, because then it'd just be like, alright, let's just pop in the car and, you know, actually just have a break. But as it stands, I have to worry about navigation, I have to worry about other drivers, I have to worry about, you know, a bunch of other things, plus making sure that I'm fresh enough to drive when it's my turn along the way. How are we supposed to die as part of this run now? I don't know. I'm assuming that I'm just going to give up after a certain point. The boss is probably going to dunk me, because he gets faster with every run. Not too much, but he does get faster, which makes him deadlier and deadlier as you go along. And, I mean, some of these encounters are going to be able to kill me. It's just the vampire fangs make it more or less, The vampire fangs make it more or less impossible for me to die of just, like, basic attrition. Which is kind of beautiful. Just gonna... Ow. Yeah, he always hurts. But it's not a big deal. Okay. So the only thing that I would buy at this point is the Infinidodge. The Infinidodge thing. Because if I could dodge forever, you know, dodge chain forever, then we'd be glorious. Let's see. Yeah, it'd actually be really... Oh, ow, ow, ow. It'd be really interesting seeing, people that suffer from road rage. And, like, how they would react to having, like, a totally automated car. I can't imagine the results would be pretty initially, but maybe they wouldn't give a shit. I don't know, it's always hard to tell how people would, like, react to having, like, zero control in the situation. I guess, really, I don't know anybody that suffers from road rage. I just know reckless and, like, assholey drivers. Yeah, see, if you notice, this guy knocked off about 120 HP from me. But that's still... Oh, hey! Huh. Have I ever got... Yeah, I've gotten that one before. Maybe. Yeah, they wouldn't have anything to rage at. I'm just imagining a lot of people that, like... road rage are always... Like, part of the reason why I think, like, even road rage exists, and obviously I'm no expert in road rage, because I don't really know anybody that suffers from it, for the most part. And so on and so forth. Like, I can only imagine that, either people would get, like, really impatient at how, like... Because speed limits would obviously be a problem. Maybe. Actually, you know what? No, it's hard to say, because, like, I know people that drive, like, 90 miles an hour and get really pissed off when they can't, you know, drive 20 miles over the speed limit because it's too slow for them. And at the same time, if we had robot cars that could actually handle, like, 100 miles an hour at all times, then we probably wouldn't need to care about it. Huh. Because originally I was thinking, it's like, the one shitty thing about having self-driving cars is they'd all have to follow the rules of the road. But if everybody had a self-driving car, then the rules of the road would be drastically different. That's an interesting point. Dude, that'd actually be really cool. Oh, what? When did I get poisoned? Not that it really matters. The archer's still there? Oh yeah, the archer's still there, just stuck behind a tree or something. I have no idea. Well, it's fine. Wow, that actually worked out great. We got poisoned, but we healed, and then we healed up more. Missed. Missed, and these are problems, never mind. Yeah, we're pretty golden here. I really should probably just boss rush. I've just been exploring, because I want the Infinidodge, so we can just, like, zip through and stuff like that. Ooh, that's a good point. Yeah, Hopo would walk onto the road, or a deer or something like that. Yeah, I wonder about that. I wonder if, car sensors would be strong enough to even predict against that. Because, like, I'm from deer country. You know, up in Minnesota. And so... like, when I was, God, when I was, like, 2 months old-ish, a deer walked in front of my mom's car and pretty much totaled it. Obviously, I'm fine, and, you know, we weren't actually, like, injured in any way, shape, or form, but the poor car wasn't. I wonder if you'd actually have, like, sensors strong enough in the car to predict against, you know, random animals and people and stuff like that. But then again, I don't know, I still trust it over any other person. A machine's always gonna have a better reaction time and, you know, senses than a person, as long as it's well maintained. Probably. Okay, so I could get the marble, but I also don't care. Let's just keep going. I'm actually super tempted to just nix the run and leave. Might buy everything now. Yeah, every spell? I can at least buy another 20 if I wanted to. Deep thoughts with Wanderbot. I mean, what else am I gonna do? I'm on 8-2. If I wanted to and I, like, didn't, like, screw around and, like, played seriously this entire way through, I could potentially... Oh! Ow. I could potentially make it to the very end of this game. Well, not the end of the game. I could loop this game forever. Somebody was actually telling me that another YouTuber or streamer was doing that too. And it's just like, I mean, I could do that, but like, why would I want to? Because, like, unfortunately, one benefit to this game is it loops forever. One negative is, it only is built to handle so much looping. Hopefully they actually change it so that you're not meant to loop as much. You know, if it does like the Binding of Isaac thing where there's like multiple levels along the way. Oh, hey. Okay, we gotta get rid of something. Let's get rid of that. Let's go. Obviously, we're not taking a whole lot of damage, so I'm gonna just stack more damage. Yeah, so now I've got, the better Amulet of Damage, whatever it's called. Amulet of Kill People Dead, I guess. Ow, ow, ooh, ooh. This is gonna hurt. Does that do anything? The answer is no. Okay, I'm just gonna stay away from him. Or not! Unfortunately, this boss has, like, no clear, patterns apart from, you know when he's attacking and when he's not. But there's no, like, obvious build-up or anything like that. Well, there's nothing in the shop. Right, we already got what we needed. Let's see, it could go the way of Infinite Throne, infinite loops, but good luck. Yeah, if this game does Nuclear Throne style, I'd be totally fine with it. They already have, like, a really good system for this game. Yeah, random bosses at the end of every stage. Well, they've got at least a bunch of different elemental lords that are in design. Most are actually, like, mostly finished. They just don't have everything down, and so instead of half-assing it and releasing it so that I can have the variety that I crave, they're holding off, which is totally the smart thing to do. They've got plans. I'm just screwing up everything by playing this early. Like, do not take this experience as indicative of what the end result of this game is going to be. Okay. The one thing I could do if I really wanted to screw around was actually to fight him without actually doing the stun thing, but that'd be kind of a pain in the butt. But yeah, if they actually go like Nuclear Throne style with this too, I'd be totally happy. Like, I'm fine where it is now. One of the coolest parts about this game for me is that the first like 4 loops introduces a huge amount of enemy variety. Okay, here's Flashy Boots, Infinite Dodge. Oh, God, yeah, here's one that I can get rid of. We got Gloves of Midas. I've got 4,000 gold. There's like 0 point into having that. Okay, what else do we have that I could get rid of? I think Roxel's Candle. Roxel's Candle is good. Okay, I can get it back. I want to say Roxel's Abacus. Yeah, if it has Roxel in the name, it's cooldown related. I don't remember what Tozy's Pocket Watch does. It's good. But yeah, if I can get some of the cooldown reduction, we'd be good. Ow. Yeah, we are in a glorious position for kicking ass here. Ow. Okay. This might be where we start dying. I'm getting tired. What time is it? Yeah, it's almost 2 o'clock. Holy crap. This run's been going on for an hour and a half. I guess impromptu pseudo-finale up until they add more content to this game. Which, again, I have to stress, very importantly here, this is not the the developer's fault in any way, shape, or form. Nope, my healing is still working. It's just a matter of death. Okay, slimes are actually huge heal banks here. But yeah, this is gonna be the finale for at least a little while. I love this game, don't get me wrong, and I can't wait to play more of it. But we are dying hard. And like, I could buy a potion. But I'm not gonna buy a potion, we'll just keep going. I wanna buy spells here. And I'm just gonna make it as far as I can. And we might get a dramatic turnaround, we might not. Hard to say. Let's see. Good, I live far away and you're thinking it's only 11:43. Yeah, time zones are stupid. I totally understand why they exist, but I forgot I've got infinite dodge, sort of? Ow. I still got me. Alright, whatever. I love how those, like, mini slimes heal you bonus. Okay, what are we up against? These guys. Why did he explode? Oh, right, that's his explosion move. I love the fact that you can dash through enemies in this game. That feels really good. You know, I'm curious about this, actually. Except for Hyper Light Drifter, this is a completely random thought. Has there ever been a game that's effectively a top-down / isometric, Metroidvania? I want to sleep, but I want to see the new spells. Okay, well... Okay, Adriana's blueprints just map out the area. We're probably gonna die as part of this, and if we don't, I'll just kill myself on the boss, or quit, or something. I don't know. Hard to say. I hate wasting runs, especially when they go, like, ridiculously long, but at the same time, this needs to end so I can go to bed, and everybody else can too, because this is later in the night than it should be. A lot of people might not be in the same time zone as me, but a lot of people might also not have the same bedtime as me. Okay, glass cannon. Sure, why not? Let's get glass cannon. Okay. So now we've got, there we go. Now we've got even lower HP, but more damage. I'm just gonna keep gutsing this until this works bad for me. I'm also playing way more aggressively, and none of these are any good. Poison damage hurts, but it's only a couple of kills hurts as opposed to anything else. Okay! You came to the wrong neighborhood. Ow! Alright, whatever, we're fine. Well, I mean, we've been fine. The fact that I've gotten this far put us in very much in the fine territory a long time ago. Actually, you know what? Nah. Let's get rid of that. Instead of the wind slash, seeing as I don't use my melee attacks that much anymore. Anyway. Let's see. Let's just switch it out for more flat damage instead of a boost. We'll figure it out. Yeah, top-down Metroidvania. Like, yeah, I guess Zelda-likes actually would be pretty close. But a top-down Metroidvania would actually be kind of cool. I know there's Adair coming out in a couple of months that I'm super stoked for. But like, what else is there? There really aren't. I mean, unless you would consider like Diablo, but like, it's not. Not really, because like, I guess part of it is like, there's not as much of a reliance on platforming and maneuverability, so it would make it a little bit harder to content lock the game. Because, like, one of the reasons why platformers work so well as Metroidvanias is because, you know, you can lock things off behind, like, double jump, triple jump, so on and so forth. Jesus Christ, we're still going. Oh, Lara Croft and Guardian Light kind of was. Yeah, you're right. That was a good game. Never played enough of it. I guess you'd probably have an easier time of like a 3D platformer, probably. Okay, I'm just gonna guts this guy. If I can kill him, awesome. If he kills me, also awesome. He's kicking my ass. But maybe I can kill him faster. Like, I'm gonna dodge what I can. And we're dead. We almost got him. But that's fine. We made it up to 9-3. I could have made it up to 10-1 if I hadn't played, played stupid. But, obviously, play stupid. Okay, so we get Firewall. Toxic Bolas. So close. I know. Oh. Holy crap, that was it. We only had 2 spells left? Really? That can't be. There were definitely other spells hanging out in the shop. Yeah? No? What? Let's try going to the title screen. Was that it? Was that really it? That was it. Holy crap. Those were the last 2 spells. Well, let's check them out. Okay. So this is the Bolas. So we've already seen that. They've used that against me. What was the other one? It's like a wind move, yeah? No. Fire move? Firewall. Okay, there we go. Should be easy enough. It'd be so cool if you could, like, fire a wind attack through a firewall and it would set it on fire. Does a fair amount of damage. It's got pretty quick, too, but still. Yeah, this is good. This is fun. Alright, well, like I said, this is pretty much it, for Wizard of Legend for me at the time being. I might play it occasionally if and when people, request it, but, like, we've literally run out of content. Which is hilarious and totally understandable. So with this, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Probably when the game hits early access on Steam. That seems like or like right before-ish. Because that seems like a really, that seems like a really viable time for it. And until then, I don't know. Guess I'm just gonna mess around with the, special combo moves for a bit. What's this one do? So it's just multiple rocks. But yeah, this is fun. And it was fun to end off a run that solidly. I guess we got one last thing to do while we kind of finish off here. Oh, so that's what that does. I just want to see what every single one of the signature moves does with a full combo. It's actually something that we didn't do. Some of them seem pretty damn good. I might actually have to try them out. Okay, let's check Ball Lightning here. Okay, so Ball Lightning you have to charge. Wow. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but if you can boost that up at all, that'd be good. Let's try Snowflake Chakrams. Yeah, which I'm not a big fan of. Respectable. Okay, what else we got? Rebounding Icicles. I want to say I tested this, so that's what it does. It's like the Wind Boomerang. Oh, this one was like the triple. I think I had that for a little while. And it was decidedly okay. And that's it. Yep. That's every single spell that you can do signatures. And I will admit, I haven't used every spell in the game. But that's okay too. Anyway, yeah. That's it. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you when this game hits Steam. Or if they add a bunch of content and tell me about it. Devs, I think you guys are watching this. Tell me when you want me to cover the game again. In any substantive way, and like you've actually got content for it. Because I am 100% down. This is a very fun experience, and I can't wait to play more.